The guy was sleeping like a baby in bed. Suddenly, this huge crash woke him up. Water started flooding into the room. He jumped up, trying to find where the leak was coming from. But then he realized the bottom of the boat was totally fine. Instead, there was this massive hole blown open in the cabin wall. Seawater kept pouring in. The guy freaked out and scrambled to get out of the cabin. But halfway up, he just froze. On the empty ocean, there was this container, over 60 feet long, stuck tight on his boat, moving along with it. The guy was so confused. Where the hell did this huge container come from? And why did it have to slam into his boat? But he didn't have time to think. He rushed to pull down the sail, trying to slow the yacht down and stop the boat from rocking so much. He didn't want more water flooding in. After getting the sail down, the guy ran back to the cockpit and grabbed this telescoping metal rod from the emergency kit. Then he went to the side of the boat and stuck the rod between the yacht and the container. He used every ounce of strength he had, trying to pry the container off, but he totally underestimated how heavy that thing was. The rod got bent and twisted, but the container didn't budge one bit. Seawater kept flooding into the cabin. If he didn't figure something else out fast, both he and the yacht were gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean. Just when the guy was totally stumped, he spotted this small hole on the side of the container. That's when it hit him. The guy went into the storage room and pulled out this heavy sandbag. Then he climbed on top of the container. He threaded the sandbag's rope through the hole and tied it to the container. Then he didn't hesitate. He threw the sandbag into the ocean. Soon enough, gravity did its thing. The container got anchored in place and finally broke free from the yacht. But the guy couldn't celebrate yet. He rushed back to the cockpit looking super serious and turned the boat around. He raised the sail again and used the ocean breeze to change direction. This way, the cracked opening was above water and stopped flooding the boat. Watching the container get farther and farther away and seeing the water stop pouring in, the guy finally felt relieved. Now he just needed to patch up the hole and he could keep sailing. Thinking about this, his tense face finally relaxed. Since it was still early, the guy mixed his materials together and stirred them into this super strong glue. He crouched by the boat's edge and carefully brushed it on the wall, trying to fill up the hole. But the guy worked from morning till evening and realized there was way more repair work than he thought. By now, he was so exhausted his legs were shaking. If he didn't get some food in him, his body was gonna give out first. So the guy quickly grabbed a can and started wolfing it down. After eating, he was too tired to clean up the leftover water in the boat. He just collapsed on his sleeping bag, planning to rest up and get back to work tomorrow. The next morning, the guy went back to the boat's edge to keep working on the repairs. He took out yesterday's homemade glue and brushed it on the rest of the crack. Then he used his backup materials to fill the gaps. Finally got that hole sealed up tight, but he wasn't done yet. The guy went back to his room and cleaned everything from top to bottom. Once the glue on the cabin wall hardened, the rescue mission was finally complete.